Okay, so this is Shapeshifter Radio with your guests tonight, Ruination, NWO, and Evil Reflections 5 through 9. We're here to break down some of the allegations going around concerning these claims made by a lot of different people. And we're going to fucking rebuke these claims with observations and evidence that we've presented. And we just don't understand how y'all can be so fucking stupid at this point not to take these observations, run with these observations, and bring down the Dracs, okay? Every celebrity is a transsexual Drac and a clone of different celebrity lookalikes. So, I mean, these are all observations that anybody can make, and it doesn't take a genius to figure this shit out. I mean, anybody can just look at the evidence and conclude that no human can invert their spine 180 degrees. No human can have a sword stabbed through their torso. No human can eat burning coals. No human can get hit by a bus at 40 miles per hour and sustain 0 injuries. And we could go on about these examples, but yeah, because what do you have to say about all that, Ruination?
Alright, well, first off, Garrett Freeland's 3Bro GG sent me an email, and in the email it says, "You want to talk shit in a video? Call me, pussy." Then he put his phone number, and he said, "So you're in Texas? Where? I'll come see you."
Alright, so we got cut off there for a moment. But yeah, Garrett Freeland sent you an email.
Yeah, and he sent me another email saying, "Better yet, what's your number? I'll call you." Then he sent another email, and he said, "So you want to run your dick sucker because I called you an agent when you accused everyone else of being one? I know you're kind. I took up for your bitch ass when Kel Dynasty roasted you publicly, and that's how you show appreciation. I realize you're not a government agent, just a bitch, nothing more. If you're as fucking bad as you think you are, you'll call me. You have the number." Okay, so he says, "I realize you're not a government agent. So why the fuck did you call me a government agent?" And so he says, "You have the number." And I tried calling that number, and it rang for 4 minutes straight. So I sent him a text, and it turns out that that's an invalid number. I got a text back seconds later saying, "Error, this is an invalid number." So he gave me a phony number, and so I sent him an email, and I gave him my number, and I said, "Call me, let's sort this out." And he didn't. He never replied back to me, and that was about a week ago. He still hasn't replied. So obviously there's something going on with that.
So he never apologized for saying those things he said to you?
No, he did not.
Alright, now in a YouTube video that was titled "Mentally and Emotionally Unstable YouTubers," he said that you make fucktard videos and that you're mentally ill, right?
Yeah, that's what he said.
And that was addressed, I believe, at both of us. And he won't admit that, but it is what it is. So, why do you think you deserved for him to say that? Why would he even say that in the first place? Given, all the stuff that's been going on, and, blood over intent, people just saying the nastiest things, people telling me they're gonna fuck my mom in front of me and drink her menstrual blood, tear open my soul and drink the liquid inside. Okay, so why does he want to point the finger at you when people are telling me they're about to fuck my mom and drink her menstrual blood?
It's weird that this person, Garrett Free Nothing, this type of entity, whatever the fuck he is making a clear choice to side with the people that are spreading lies, the people that are completely throwing shit down on us, instead of trying to come out and explain how our videos are misleading or how our videos are supposedly not true. They never take our videos and give an explanation as to why they think otherwise. They never want to come out and tell us how we're wrong or why we're wrong. Garrett is he's either very stupid or he is not human, because I don't see how...
Okay, but here's the thing. This shit with the shape-shifting and the revelations around the non-human abilities is so fucking simple. I mean, it is even more simple to understand this than it is to understand flat Earth. Okay, so we present the evidence, we present the observations. They never talk about our observations. They never fucking bring these pieces of evidence up. All they do is say, we're idiots, and we don't know shit.
They never bring up the topics. And then Holset, for example, we talked, Matthew, you talked to him and explained everything to him, and he sounded like he understood it, but then he goes behind our backs, and what does he go do? He makes another podcast talking to Garrett Freeland.
Well, to take the words out of Holset 11's mouth, it was pretty mean what he did. I mean, saying all those nasty things behind our back. Garrett Freeland saying you make fucktard videos. Garrett Freeland saying, you know, all these things that were psychic attacks directed at me for the course of 2 months, and I let it go, and I said nothing because I still had a shred of faith. You know, whatever, man. I should have said it earlier. You know, we all should have said it earlier, but it's just so obvious that all these videos they're making now are just to mock us, just to discredit us, and not to bring any evidence to the table that can debunk our observations of reality. I mean, it's literally like dealing with a globe believer and they just dismiss all of your observations of a flat Earth.
Yeah, no one except the two of us ever has the balls or the nerve to just come out and talk about what we talk about. They don't bring any observations to the table. They don't bring out any evidence to discredit our claims, or they don't make videos trying to explain otherwise. They just completely just throw it under the table. They don't make videos about it, and they completely ignore the entire topic. Nobody is talking about what we're talking about. They completely dismiss it. It's like cognitive dissonance about this one topic. But if they can understand the other conspiracies, this topic isn't even a conspiracy. It's so simple. I mean, when you see people that are sitting in a pot of boiling water over a fire and it's bubbling up and these people are just bathing in it, you have to question what's going on. When you see a person get hit by a 40-mile-per-hour bus and then stand up and just walk off, you have to think, what's actually going on? Okay, when you see people do magician-type tricks where they're levitating a bottle while they're filling it up with wine, they levitate a wine glass while they're pouring fucking wine into it, and you see these different people that are placed in a box, and then 1 second later they're across the entire room. Okay, you have to understand, you have to think what is actually going on. Okay, there's so much shit that is out there for you to look into, how there's these non-human entities, but instead of them doing more looking into it, all they do is they talk shit about us. They throw us under the bus. They act like we're the bad guys, like we're the ones that don't want fucking heaven on earth, when in reality, these people, like, have done for the benefit of all, which includes these non-human entities that have put us in bondage in the first place.
It's Satan's children trying to do everything they can at this point to escape damnation. So they're going to bring forth heaven on earth for the benefit of all, when heaven is God's creation, which is nature, and it's God who, it's not their role to just be writing on paper that they're going to liberate the very people that have tried to mutilate us for centuries. Okay, this is all controlled opposition. It's so obvious, and we've exposed the lies many times coming from them, but let's just focus on this point about the lack of willingness. Okay, they won't talk about the shape-shifting. They will not share our videos. I talked to Garrett Freeland, and he said he was going to share my observations. He said, I am going to do it. I'll do whatever you want me to. He said, I'm sorry. He said all these things. And what does he do? Does he share my observations?
He never shared them.
Okay, but what did he upload? What was his most recent video?
You tell me.
It was a spiritual video about a guy named Ram the Ass. Can you believe this shit? He uploads a video with some spiritual teacher named Ram the Ass, and this man is supposed to be in the image of God. So what he's doing here, instead of sharing my observations, he's saying,
guy Ram the Ass, how is that anything to do with heaven? I mean, you're completely defiling the image of God. And you're supposed to, I mean, you have people like Garrett who are looking up to people like this, looking up to that black fellow who was fucking a reptilian and changed the slits in his eyes and moved water with his hands. And they were, you know, and what happens? Garrett Freeland comes out saying he respects this guy, when this guy is part of the same exact race of beings who has completely enslaved and indoctrinated and told lies and tricked the whole world into the pile of shit that is now our fucking civilization.
it's their civilization. This is only a human imitation society. But he's cool with it. He's cool with living among these aliens, these dragons that imitate the human flesh and destroy us. He doesn't give a shit. He'd rather share videos where at the beginning there's a pyramid.
Children, mutilate our children and eat them and rape them and fucking and these are the people that he's respecting. These are the people, Holset and Garrett Freeland, and I mean the both of them. That's what they're paying respect to.
Now we do need to make it clear. We do need to make it clear that are you and I arbitrarily attacking these two, or did they ask for this?
Their choices have directly led to this exact conversation.
Yeah, we didn't want to attack these people. They're fucking asking for it. They're the ones going on for months trying to discredit our observations, trying to discredit our evidence, yet they have no observations of their own. They have no arguments of their own other than, little antics and jabs to attack us. So, I mean, basically the reason we're making this right now is they haven't given us any other choice. Every time they say, we're sorry, we understand, they come back, make another video, talk shit for 30 minutes. They say they're going to share my observations. They don't even mention my observations, our observations. They call us, they say we make fucktard videos. They say we're demonically possessed. They say we have viruses in us.
Yeah, Hole said if you respect Garrett enough to go have all these different podcasts talking to him, then you must have the same exact opinions as him. Because if you think, you must think we make fucktard videos and content too, because you're directly siding with him.
Yeah, and he just wants to say we're saying mean stuff. Garrett Freeland said we make fucktard videos. He said we're infected with viruses. He said we're
But he doesn't have the fucking balls to come out and say who he's talking about, because he knows that if he says that we're fucking gonna get on him about it. I mean, we already are. If he comes out and says our names, then there's no way for him to pussy out of it. There's no way for him to back out of it and hide. So what does he do? He clearly talks about us, but he never gives any names because he wants to be able to pussy out from it and just hide in the corner because he knows that we're gonna fucking talk about it.
Well, they're either very stupid at this point or they're in on it. And I don't think they're that stupid, man. I don't see how any person could possibly be this idiotic to look at all the observations and just, where are their videos? They should be making videos at this point about the Drax and be making videos about, hey, this is clearly a species within. Wouldn't that be the most important thing to possibly make videos about, to expose
the two of us have had so many attacks on our channels. You're up to what now? 5? You're using 5, 6, 7?
I'm up to 9, and I'm up to channel 9, and I have 2 strikes on every channel.
They're fucking with Matthew Hardcore, and they fucking took down my channel with 900 subscribers when I only had 2 strikes. Okay, there's clearly YouTube.
So we're back here, and your channel got shut down with 900 subs.
Yeah, and so what I'm trying to say is that when I only had 2 strikes when my channel was taken down, okay, Matthew has had at least 4 or 5 channels completely deleted, okay, and we're looking at people like, we're looking at people like Quasi Luminous or Venus 14 or Garrett Freeland or Free Nothing, and then Holstead 11, and all these people have their channels not fucked with because they don't give observational truths. They don't give any evidence for anything, and they never bash anyone for anything. You can't live in a world where you're best friends with everyone. That's not how it works. Okay, when people are bullshitting, you have to call them out on it. Okay, and apparently YouTube really likes them. Okay, if YouTube has not fucked with your videos, with your content, with your channel, then it is safe to say that they are promoting you. Okay?
Yeah, I mean, look how quickly I got to 9 channels. And like I said, every channel that I'm on right now has 2 strikes, except my live stream channel, which might get a strike pretty soon because I'm getting a lot of dislikes on my videos. So, I could wake up tomorrow and all of my channels could be taken down because they all have 2 strikes, and it just takes 1 more and they're all gone. And Garrett Freeland just wants to share a video titled Ram God's Ass. Yeah. Come on, man. I tried to explain this shit to you, and you just want to, get on line and say these bad things, and just debunk our observations. All right? You don't give a shit that there's a species within. You must be insane. You must really hate humanity. I don't know I don't really know how anybody could not give a shit about this. I mean, literally, it's all I can think about at this point. So I'm trying to upload all the, evidence that I can to make it very clear as far as what we're dealing with.
a mentally fucking handicapped person could see these videos that we're making and understand that there's clearly something up with it. That there's clearly something that's not right about people fucking sitting in a boiling pot of water over a fire. Okay, a fucking mentally retarded handicapped person could still fucking have the brain power, the fucking brain cells to realize that there's something fucking wrong with that. So the fact is that y'all aren't stupid to the point of where you don't understand this. You're clearly trying to hide this stuff. You're clearly picking the side of the fucking Drax.
Down with the Drax, down with the New World Order. Fuck them all, man. These bitches, they don't want to speak up right now. Well, they're about to fucking burn for at least 1,000 fucking years. Hey, maybe they'll get eternity because our creator's watching right now, and if they possess knowledge that only Drax possess, and they're not going to do anything with it.
We don't fucking have to win the war against the fucking Drax. Motherfucker, I'm going to the palace. Where are you going? You guys are going to the fucking pit. Okay? We're actually trying to stand up for humanity. We're trying to stand up for our brothers and sisters. And what are y'all doing? You're fucking siding with a fucking elite force of fucking non-human entities that are willing to fucking literally kill every single human on the face of Earth. And you're just sitting back saying, I love everybody. Oh, we need to come together and fuck each other in the ass, sing kumbaya and smoke weed. Okay, it's time for you to grow a fucking pair of balls, stop being such a fucking retard, and side with fucking God before it's too fucking late.
Yeah, but that's the thing. They want to go against God. They want to go against nature. They want to go against humanity. They want to think they can do what they want, when they want, how they want. They don't want to take a look in the mirror and look at God.
At this point, it is very clear to me that they are fucking pieces of shit that are either non-human or they're just fucking turning to Satan's side. Because there's no reason for these people to not be able to realize what's actually going on.
Listen, I've presented the evidence very clearly to them, and there's really no denying it anymore. It's made it very obvious what's going on. And what they're trying to do is hide it. They're trying to hide this information. That's what this is really all about. So you think these truthers are on your side? No. Most of the people making YouTube videos are Drax themselves. Okay? And when it comes to these two entities, you know, I'll let people decide whatever they want to think, but what's most certainly true is that they are trying to hide this information.
YouTube is not any more trustworthy than the mainstream media. Okay? The new media is YouTube. The new media is the internet. So if all of mainstream media, if the fucking the TV was created for mass mind control, if everyone's going away from the TV into the internet, what do you think is the new mind control? The TV. If anyone has thousands of subscribers, the fact is that they're not who you think they are.
That's why these people, they have no observations on YouTube. All they do is present fake news stories. They give you information. They just speak. But what do they actually show you at the end of the day? They show you nothing. They don't show you what we have shown you. They don't show you what these people can do to their bodies, what kind of pain they can withstand. All the evidence is on our channels. So, you know, it's these people like Garrett Freeland and Holsets, they're going to need to debunk it. And when they come to me and they lie, they say, we're going to upload your videos, and they don't do it. I mean, isn't that a lie? He said he was going to do it. He didn't do it. So this is the kind of personality set that we're dealing with here. People that are just untrustworthy, stab you in the back. They don't have any honor.
They will one day realize that none of this was worth it, and they will realize that everything that they have done was for nothing, because they'll be sitting in a fucking pit on fire for as long as all eternity. They'll just be sitting there on fire in fucking lava, in burning sulfur for the rest of eternity. And so it's not fucking worth it. You need to fucking wake the fuck up. You need to look around you, and you need to realize what the fuck is actually happening. Because if you do not, you'll be wishing you did, because it's gonna be bad for you, and I wouldn't want to be you. So
yeah, but maybe they want to burn. Did you ever think about that? Maybe they want to burn in the lake of fire because they hate God so much. They hate nature so much. They can't stand the beauty of His perfection. So they just want to rebel against it. They just want to pretend that it doesn't exist and that they can do better, and that they can ignore our evidence proving the existence of a species within. So, I think maybe they want to burn. We'll see. I mean, their actions certainly suggest that they are ready to rot in their own feces. So, we'll see what happens. I mean, like I'm saying, we're not just getting on camera today and saying these things for no reason. This was very much warranted after the course of, months of just, all this shit talking. And,
it is all led up to this, so it's their fault that we had to make this video, because
so we got 5 minutes left here, so any word on Copperhead?
You could say something.
Well, I thought he was on our side. As far as I'm concerned, he stabbed me in the back. He uploaded another blood over intent that he deleted within a few hours. He uploaded another blood over intent. He sided with Angel of Death. He called me a drac. And he completely, bitched out. So that's all I really got to say. I mean, he's a coward. I showed him the truth. I did everything I could for this guy.
Don't fucking come back from this, Copperhead. If you fucking make some videos like ours and you fucking spread the truth, I'll forget about that shit. But right now, as of right fucking now, you're a piece of shit.
Yeah, he's just a coward. He doesn't want to confront the Drax. And like I said, I did everything I could for the guy, supported him until the very end. I gave him the observations. I showed him the truth. And,
listen, it's not too late for any of you. Garrett, you can fucking turn around. Holset, you can fucking turn around. Alright, no one's making you fucking go down this fucking road of Satan. You have fucking chose that yourself, and it's time for you to fucking turn around, go the other way.
Yeah, but what would make you believe they're going to go the other way at this point? I've explicitly shown the evidence.
It's not that they will, but they can. But they're not going to.
Well, I'm just saying I don't see any evidence that they're going to do that. I really don't. I think they are, they're buck wild right now trying to just justify or explain away all these things going on that we're showing. But, hey, this is what you guys get. You guys want to upload 30 minutes of shit talking? It's what you get. I didn't do it. I'm not the one who pointed the finger at you. But it is what it is. And yeah. So that's the broadcast, guys. Thanks for listening.
Watching.
Yeah.